All right, so the next step of the beast is to go to the library and collect research materials. So here are some thoughts on how to get a book from the library. All right, and by the way, when I talk about the library, I'm talking about the Lone Star Library. So you are college students, you need to go to the college library and get a college level book. Even if you are taking this class as a dual credit in high school, we are not going to the high school library to do this assignment. All right, so in order to get a book from the library, you're going to need a Lone Star College student ID. So let me show you how to get that. You will need to go to, or there's three ways to get to be able to check out a book. So I'm going to show you all three ways. So the one way is to get a Lone Star College ID. So if you are at Cy Falls High School, it's a 10-minute drive to Lone Star College. If you are coming from Cypress Park High School, it's a 15-minute, 14-minute drive to Lone Star College. All right, so when you get to Lone Star College, you'll need to park in the parking lot that is indicated. Basically, it's right in front of the library. And the building to the left of the library, that is called the Casa. And you're going to go inside the Casa, go to the payment counter, and you need to talk to the person there and prove that you have paid for your classes. And then they will give you a form that's proof that you have paid for your classes. And then you're going to go next door to the library. And inside the library, you will be able to get a student ID. Now, this little video for Lone Star getting your student ID, this is for Lone Star Kingwood, but it's the same deal. So all right, so that was just a free, like a quick view of getting your Lone Star ID. And with that Lone Star College ID, you can do a lot of stuff. It allows you to do stuff that's on campus. It allows you to go to museums for free or for discounts. So having that student ID gets you a lot of benefits. I highly recommend it. All right, a second way to check out a book from the library is to get a Harris County Public Library card. So for this, you will need, if you are under 18, you'll need your mom and your dad to go with you to the library. And you can just walk in and say, I want a library card. And the librarian can help you get a library card. They'll issue you a library card and you'll be able to check out books from the library. Now, you won't have the access to Lone Star College stuff, so I recommend that you get the Lone Star College ID, but this is just another way to get books from the library. All right, and then the third way to check out books in the library is to get an ID online. So you will go to the Lone Star College website and click on libraries. And then when you go to the libraries page, you're going to scroll down and you're going to find this right here that says how to get a 14-digit library barcode number. And so follow the links, and but this process takes a couple of days. So if you are waiting to the last minute to get your library book, which I do not recommend, please don't wait till the last day. But if you're going to wait till the last day, this is not the process for you. All right, because this takes 2 days to get your number. But follow the links here, follow the instructions here, and you can get your number online. All right, so let's take a trip to the library. So once you have a card or some way that you can check out a book, then one way to get your book is to actually just go to the library, and you can look in the 750 to 759 number range, and that's where the books are that are specific for this assignment. For you to get the beast done, you need to check out a book from this area. These are the art books. All right, now you might get lucky finding the book that's right for you, that's right there on the shelf. But chances are it may not have the exact book that you're looking for. So here's what I recommend. I would recommend that before going to the library, that you go online and find a book from the library system, which I'll talk about in a second. Or if you are at the library and the book that you want is not on the shelf, then you can use the computers at the library. You can sit down at the library with your laptop and you can look up more books, have a bigger selection in the library system. This is what I recommend, that if you're not lucky to find the book that's right there on the shelf, then you can find the book that is right for you in the library system. All right. So in order to do that, so you will go to the Lone Star College page. You'll click on the libraries link, and you're going to scroll down a little bit and go to the library catalog. And so what I talk about the system is that the picture on the left shows all the locations of Lone Star colleges in the Houston area. The picture on the right shows all the Harris County public libraries in the Houston area. So you can find books in all of these locations, not just the one library that you're standing in. So this gives you a much bigger choice and much bigger catalog to choose from. So you can choose from all of these books. So this is what I recommend. Before you go to the library, get online, try to find the book that's right for you. Maybe you're going to be lucky that it's at the library that you can just go and drive and pick it up. But chances are it's going to be at a library that's far away, and they'll show you how to ask the library to send it to the library that's close to you. So once you get into the catalog of the Lone Star Library, so the example I'm going to use is Mona Lisa, because you're not allowed to do Mona Lisa. I'm just using it as an example. And in the keywords, you're going to type in Mona Lisa, and it will give you some books, and you will find a book about your painting or your artwork. All right. And so if you find a book about your artwork, you got lucky. So you can click on that book and it'll give you more information. You can read through and see if this is the book I want or is this not the book I want. And this so happens to be a book that would be good for the assignment. And so you're going to scroll down and then you're going to look down here and it shows you where the book is. And so there's one book in Conroe and there's one book in Montgomery. Well, none of those locations are close to me. So I need to have the book sent to my library. So here's how you do that. You're going to scroll back up and you're going to click on Place Hold. So click on that, use your library card number or your student ID number and your PIN that you set up. You're going to log in, and then you're going to, when you see Place Holds, you're going to choose Lone Star College Sci-Fair Library because that's the one that's close to us. And they will send it from that library to our library that's close to us. It'll take a few days. So once again, do not wait until the end to do this assignment. And so once it's in your library, then you can go and pick it up from the shelf. All right, now here's some things to watch out for. If you find a book that you think is good for you, then look for something that says juvenile. That means it's for little kids. And there's a lot of art books for little kids. So a lot of the books that are going to pop up on our searches are for little kids, and that's not for us. We're in college now. We're not reading little kid stuff. So watch out for that. And Danny DeVito says no. All right. Then I want you to watch out for anything that says fiction. All right. So, Mona Lisa is a popular painting. There's books that have been written that are a fiction. And so you watch out for anything that says fiction. And so Batman says, no, you can't have a book like that. All right. And then also I want you to be aware of any books that are just a general history of art, because one of the sources that we're going to use is our textbook. Our textbook is a general history of art, And so there's no point of you getting another general history of art that tells the same thing that is on our in our textbook. So that's a no-no also for your search. So make it specific to your artwork, to your artist, to the style. All right, now, so here's one of my former students that she found an artwork based on her, or she found a book based on her artwork. All right, so she got lucky. 95% of the artworks that are in the book or in the textbook that you're going to choose do not have a book written about that specific artwork. So your next bet, all right, so on this artwork right here, all right, this is another example. So let's say you choose Apollo and Daphne by Bernini. And if you put in the title of the artwork, all right, Apollo and Daphne, what I got was a whole bunch of mythology about the myth of Apollo and Daphne. None of it was an art book. So there were no books about that sculpture. So I tried again and with the artist and nothing. All right. I got no results about that artist and the sculpture. So then I tried looking up a book about the artist. And there it is. All right. I found books about the artist. I made sure that they weren't juvenile or they weren't a fiction or they weren't a general history of art. And I found a book about the artist. And so you could get that book. You can place it on hold, send it to the library. Maybe you're lucky and it's at the library that you're going to go to. What you can also do is have it placed on hold at your local library. You can call them up and say, hey, put it on hold so that by the time you get to the library, somebody else hasn't come by and picked it up. All right. And then these students, these former students of mine, were able to find artwork or find books that were about their artist. So that worked out for them. Now, most of the time, you're with a lot of these artworks, you're going to find that there is no book about the artwork, there's no book about the artist. And so in this case, you will need to search, like, for example, Crazy Woman Combing Her Hair. Nope, no book about that artwork. So then you would need to expand your search. You need to expand it to the artist. And if you can't find one about the artist, then you need to expand your search to the style of the art. Once you get to the style of the art, you will definitely find a book about that style. For example, I searched Cubism and sculpture, and I found books on Cubism. So here's a former student of mine at the library choosing her book. All right, so when you get to the library and you have some questions like where are the art books and where is the book that I placed on hold, then you would go to the librarian and just ask. The librarians are very willing to help you out. They are, I think they're quite bored all day, so they're wanting to break up that boredom by helping people. So librarians are very helpful people. Go with a friend, have some fun. All right, and that is the library assignment. So go online, look for a book in the library system, have it sent to your library, and go and pick up your book while getting your Lone Star College ID.